Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Wednesday, April 2nd, 2025. Let's take a look what do we have in economic calendar for today. Asian session was quite calm. We got some data from Australia. AIG manufacturing index down from minus 8.2 down towards minus 29.7. Building approvals down from 6.9% to minus 0.3%, a little bit better than expected, minus 1.4. During the London session, we got data from the Spain. Unemployment change is wider than expected, from minus 6,000 to minus 13.3 thousand, and we are still waiting for the German 10-year bond action, which is scheduled for release at 11:30. Interest rate decision in Poland will take place today at 2 p.m. and then we enter the US session. ADP non-farm employment change scheduled for release at 2:15. Factory orders are scheduled for release at 4 o'clock. 5 minutes later we got ECB Lane to give a speech. At 4:30 we got crude oil inventories and crushing crude oil inventories data scheduled for release. Then we got the data from the Russian Federation, retail sales, unemployment rate, and the GDP, monthly GDP. And at 9 o'clock we got the US President Donald Trump to give a speech. So quite easy. London session quite busy. US session. Nevertheless, without any further ado, let's just switch straight on to the charts. We start with euro dollar. The 4-hour chart of the euro-dollar is showing us a very nice reversal to the downside, then a free wave bounce towards the level of 1.0850. Then again we got the movement lower. We broke below the local short-term trend line support, and now we consolidate into the very narrow zone just between the levels, the internal levels 1.0850 and 1.0732. So as you can see, right now not much is happening. The volatility is quite low. So let's just take a look at the daily time frame chart. What do we see here is a bullish impulsive scenario to the upside. As you can see, we are done with the internal wave 3. Now we are developing the wave 4 of the wave 3, and we are waiting for the last push towards the upside above 1.0955 to complete the wave 3. And then the whole wave 3 will be completed when we done this. Then big correction to the downside, wave 4, and wave 5 is still waiting for the development. Because we have some data from the US, let's take a look at the US dollar index. So first the US dollar to the Japanese yen, then the US dollar index. So US dollar to the Japanese yen daily time frame chart is showing us as a sign of the reversal to the downside from the level of 151.22. We went down towards the 148.72, and now we consolidate in the very narrow range ahead of the ADP data. As you can see, we tested the 100 periods moving average. I guess that the bears were trying to test the trend line. Let me just extend this. There you go. Extend this trend line to the downside. So it's something like this, I guess. It's not that bad. You can see that they wanted to test this trend line. We got the technical support, obviously located here at 1.4820. We got the technical support. It used to be the technical support here, but it's now a kind of a technical resistance at 150.28, and now we locked inside of this very narrow zone. This movement to the upside looks very corrective because of the overlapping waves, so please don't bother too much with this movement to the upside. It looks like the market wants to go lower, and because there is no impulsive continuation after the trend line breakout and the momentum remains negative below the level of 50, it looks like the market might want to come back below the 100 period moving average, below the trend line as well. So we need some sort of the very nice, very strong, impulsive movement to the upside to continue this very good looking breakout above the trend line. Otherwise, there is not much effort. There is much effort but almost no result from this push above the trend line, and it might be very, very swiftly reversed. Okay, US dollar index, as I said, US dollar index daily time frame chart is looking like this, with this doji shooting star candle reaching 110.15. If we go to the 4-hour time frame chart, you can clearly see that we reverse pretty decently. We are out of the channel, so the channel is no longer valid anymore. We were rejected from 104.65. Well, down towards the 100 periods moving average. However, there is no significant technical support here. We can place one here as the support because market has been seen testing it, and then we are back and towards 104.36, and we stayed there to consolidate basically around the level of 50 on the momentum as well. So the outlook remains quite sideways. Markets await the ADP data and the other data, especially the Trump speech. Last but not least, Bitcoin 4-hour time frame chart. We again went up towards the 100 periods moving average. The bulls were trying to test the trend line. So far, the highest level was 85,555, so they didn't actually make it. However, very nicely, momentum bounced towards the level of 60. Right now, some kind of a small pullback is being made, but we are still trading between those levels here, between the technical resistance. You can take a look here. 85,815 is the technical resistance, local short-term technical resistance, and the local technical support is obviously 81,113. So the market is looking quite still quite bearish. The test of this trend line were happening many times before. Still no avail from this. Still no breakout to the upside, but it looks like the dips are being bought as the bears are basically trying to protect this very, very important demand zone here, the green rectangle. So we got the series of the higher lows here. However, there is no big movement to the upside. Maybe there is no trigger yet for this movement to the upside, so everyone is waiting for the trigger. Maybe Trump's speech today will give that trigger to the upside for bulls, or maybe not. So please stay focused, stay vigilant. The US session today should be very, very interesting. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.